And, you know, I think like Liquid showed it at TI, where it's just momentum matters so much.
Yep. They got the momentum, Lumi.
In terms of the strategic point of view, I like to see Na'Vi take out the Shadow Shaman. Because Shadow Shaman just enables so much for OG. First of all, it's a very strong laner. We saw in one of the games he was shutting out the Pugna in the off lane, or in the safe lane, off lane for the Pugna. In the last game, we saw him was able to roam around the mid and shut down mid for the Viper. And not only that, it also enables OG to go for the early game pushing that ties them to the mid and late game. And of course, they always pick it, either for Fly and Jurak, so it might be very expensive to use a first phase ban for it, but OG always picks it up, so I'd like to see Na'Vi take it out.
Well, they banned out Brewmaster, Spirit, and Winter Wyvern, so they have to let one of those go.
All right,
Charlie,
ready to go?
Yeah, because it is time for the draft of game number 2. We are in the draft.
Oh, they do have Shaman ban out. First
They do.
ban.
Instead of whom, though?
10 seconds.
Do we know? We don't know yet.
Well, we're looking at Shaman and Ogre so far.
Okay, that is entirely different. First pick will go to Na'Vi, by the way, so that might have changed their strategy here for the first ban phase.
Did you say Ogre was banned too?
Yeah, Ogre
Yeah.
is banned. Meanwhile, OG takes out Venge and
10
Enchantress.
seconds remaining.
Leaving Earth Spirit in the pool, as well as Winter Wyvern, 2 heroes that have been fought over many a times.
Wow, Na'Vi just target banning OG's hero. Now Undying's taken out as well, so a lot of the comfort hero that OG's been playing is no longer here.
Let's see what that last ban is.
10
Previous
seconds
game, we
remaining.
saw the Tiny also removed.
Oh, I suck.
5 seconds remaining.
No, that table has been wonky for the whole time, don't worry. It's
Pick.
the ban table, you know.
The
Heroes are like
table
that.
clauses.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you got it. And the Winter Wyvern is indeed first pickup while the Tiny is still banned. That means that if OG wants, they can give Jarek that Earth Spirit.
10 seconds remaining.
They're taking their time. It's apparently not as obvious as I thought it would be.
They're just letting Charlie catch up. That's...
Yeah.
All right,
Very
what's
considerate.
happening?
They got
Hey,
a
it
Wyvern pick. That's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have a Wyvern pick and now also Earth Spirit for OG, so they still go for that one.
Wyvern.
Radiant team pick.
Ooh, Brewmaster. I believe Brewmaster was the first way ban out pretty much every single game so far.
Yep, S4 special. Does mean he won't be playing the puck. I know Noto can play it as well, so they might swap it about, but
Sure.
generally it's S4 playing the
10
Brewmaster,
seconds
and he
remaining.
is a beast on that.
Yeah, I'm glad that you brought up the
5
No-Tel point,
seconds
because
remaining.
No-Tel has historically known to be the carry player that doesn't actually play hard carries, you know?
Yeah.
He lets, it used to be Ana, now Resolution, to do most of the lifting, and he likes to play more of the tempo controller, so
Like a brew.
yeah, exactly. So the puck might still make a return, but they see fit.
Yeah.
OG's turn to ban.
Night Stalker.
Yeah,
And
there
the
we
Night
go.
Stalker.
Finally.
Scary 2 heroes to go up against. We see those 2 banned out all the time.
Yeah, also a very good brew counter. Fly in over the trees at night, get off that crippling fear, start
10
things off against
seconds
Brewmaster.
remaining.
Yeah, that silence lasts a very long time at night.
5 seconds
Long
remaining.
enough to burst down Brewmaster if you have the heroes for it, which
Yeah.
we'll see if they'll get them.
And sometimes it's even better just to silence the Brewmaster and then just move on and take the other heroes
Get the
out.
next one. Yeah.
Because the Brewmaster in this patch is just so tanky with all his talents, with the fact that now strength just gives you more resistance to stuff.
They ban out the Weaver. What are you thinking so far, Charlie?
10 seconds
I like the I like these a lot. I'm excited to see some Jarek's Earth Spirit.
Remaining.
Yeah, we don't get to see that very often at all. So you like this a lot for OG, not necessarily for Na'Vi?
No, I like this for Na'Vi as well. I like the Night Stalker to match. I'm surprised that we haven't seen more of him.
Mm-hmm. We saw him banned out a lot as well.
Yeah. And Brewmaster's like a really nice flex pick for OG, like Lumi mentioned. That can go in the 3 or the 2 position for them.
We have the Drow
10
Ranger
seconds remaining.
ban again for coming from Na'Vi. It's still scary to have that
5 seconds remaining.
fast-paced carry on the enemy team. Even if they have only 2 melee heroes so far. One more ban for OG. Let's see what they are worried about. What are you thinking, Lumi?
I'm trying to recall what are some of the key heroes that they banned out previously.
I can tell you.
All
They
right.
banned out Mirana, Luna, and Anti-Mage on the side of OG.
Okay.
And on the side of Na'Vi, they banned out the Drow, the Brood, and the Gyrocopter.
Maybe the
Radiant
Gyro then.
team ban.
Because I feel like, oh, it's going to be the puck. Because I feel like some of the bans you mentioned were more or less going along with the first few picks. Whereas I feel like the draft, as we currently have, is very open. Like, I think OG could still play a late game strategy, they could still play a pushing strategy,
10
so
seconds
it's really
remaining.
hard to
OG's
just target
turn
ban
to
a
pick.
particular hero out. Or a particular strategy out. They will take out the Broodmother as it is
Mhm.
one of the more annoying heroes to play against.
I don't blame them at all. We saw that earlier today as well. Coming out from OG.
10 seconds
With
remaining.
success as well. Alright, the pick is
5 seconds
on the side
remaining.
of OG. And I believe the first pick just now was OG, right?
Yes.
That means Na'Vi once again has last pick.
Probably.
Right, I think
Flies.
Wyvern was the overall first pick.
Oh, okay, then
Yeah.
and then OG will get last pick. They got that, which is a really good thing for them.
Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of games here in Dream League where the final pick was like the key counter. Yesterday we
Yeah.
saw Team Liquid, like for example, moving Queen of Pain from what we thought from a mid to like the off lane and pick up a TA. That really tied together their draft. It
The-
seems like OG is going for a ton of team fight now with the Disruptor. Magnetize, Static Storm, Brewmaster.
10 seconds
Unfortunately, a lot of
remaining.
these spells are really hard to set up on its own. Like Earth Spirit,
5 seconds
at least,
remaining.
I guess a normal Earth Spirit player needs a little help, but I guess Jerax doesn't.
Jerax does not need any assistance, generally. And both of these supports are very active early on, right?
Less so Disruptor. He's like Glimpse doesn't really do that well until you put it like to level 2 or level 3. He's not very strong at harassing with Thunderstrike at level 1 either, so I think Fly is mostly going to stick to pulling the safe lane and let Earth Spirit do most of the roaming.
Na'Vi taking heavily into their bonus time to decide what they want to do with this. What would you like to see, Charles? Sorry for calling you Charles. It's an OD habit.
No, you're good. Lots of people call me that, actually.
Wow. I thought it was just a...
A bro thing.
A what?
A bro thing.
A bro thing? It is a very bro thing. Lots of the EG guys used to call me that. Well, I guess they still do.
Charles. What do you prefer?
Turn
I don't care, man.
Mr. Yang? What do you
Mr.
think
Yang.
about the Doom?
Just not Mr. Dream League.
Not Mr. Dream League. What do you think about the Doom?
I mean, I'm not actually a big
10
fan.
seconds remaining.
I guess they might have picked it up in
5 seconds
anticipation of something else. I guess you can doom the brood, or not the brood, the brew. But I feel like that you already have a lot of single target disable right now on Navi's side between Nightstalker Silence, Winter Wyvern Curse. There is a lot of control for the Doom right now as well.
There is.
The one plus side with a Doom pick is that OG has shown tendency that they put a ton of farm on Resolution. They've been playing a lot of 4 Protect 1, right? And if you could put the Doom on the highest net worth hero to essentially take him out of the fight, that might be a pretty good way to go about it. And if OG doesn't go for Protect 1 strategy, like Charlie mentioned, it's still good against the Pan. So It's a somewhat unorthodox pick compared to, let's say, Tie Hunter or whatever. But I definitely see it has value in this particular series.
Radiant team pick.
Navi is kind of lacking disables. Ooh, Lone Druid for OG.
Yeah,
I'm liking OG's draft more and more.
Yeah, they pick a hero that is very resistant to Doom.
Yeah, clever pickup for sure.
Honestly, this can go mid. This can be in the safe lane as well.
Yep.
10 seconds remaining.
No Tail's shown that he's
5
played this
seconds
hero as
remaining.
well.
Yeah. Some very beefy heroes coming out for OG, and Navi just does not have the damage yet to deal with them. Sure, you can doom them if you want. You can silence them if you want, but if you're not going to be able to kill them in the duration, then you're going to have a problem. And I think they are having a problem right now.
Yeah, honestly, so far, most of Navi's heroes are very low damage dealing. All right, pick up the Lifestealer. So this is kind of like a very dangerous gamble. Rage obviously very good against a ton of what OG's got.
Mm-hmm.
But if they catch you without Rage, you're also just immediately dead. So
Yeah.
10
You're going to get
seconds
entangled.
remaining.
You're going to get glimpsed back.
Even when Rage is
5
down,
seconds
things like
remaining.
Brewmaster can be really annoying for Lifestealer.
yeah, Storm is going to be the ban here for OG. I think one thing that Navi is trying to do is get the Lifestealer lane matchup versus Lone Druid. Used to be considered a very heavy counter because in the lane you could just feast off of the bear. Because the bear has so much HP to begin
10
with.
seconds
You
remaining.
essentially lifesteal like 100%
5
per hit.
seconds remaining.
So it's pretty nice on that regard.
Mm-hmm. So the Dendy hero that will come out for the last pick for Navi, because Lifestealer alone is not enough damage, right? So they needed kind of a semi-core as well for the last pick.
They're also lacking like a vessel for the Lifestealer.
That's why we see this.
That's why the
Yeah.
Storm was banned, yeah. That
So-
part is doing that.
Radiant
In
team
terms of Dendy hero that could jump in,
I was actually thinking Queen of Pain for themselves, but they banned it out.
see the Queen doesn't do enough damage, so you need a
Okay.
really high damage dealing. I'm thinking of Ember.
They thought of Death Prophet instead.
So then now you have the problem of how does the Lifestealer get in? I guess Doom has to get a Blink Dagger now?
Night Stalker's just gonna run in
Fly
really
in.
fast.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
guess.
All right, let's see what OG has for us
10
last. They
seconds
are
remaining.
very flexible in their picks and their where their heroes are going. We've
5
already decided
seconds
that.
remaining.
Most likely it will be Brewmaster for S4 and Lone Druid for No Till, and then we got Phantom Lance for
Ooh.
Resolution.
All right.
A fairly greedy lineup for OG, but the Disruptor and the Earth Spirit, I think they are good enough supports to warrant that.
Yeah, they also really outscale Navi.
Yeah.
Similar to game 1. Once you get into a certain point in this game,
All right, whatever. I can't find this.
yeah, once you get to a certain point in this game, the game is over just from the scaling of OG, I think.
I would agree. What do you think?
I definitely like OG's draft a lot better here. I don't think Lifestealer really has a game. In the past, sort of, it's done well against Lone Druid, but the matchup works the other way as well. If Lone
Yeah.
Druid goes range form,
10
and then
seconds remaining.
you can still get entangled through rage.
Sure.
5
This
seconds
and I feel like
remaining.
Wyvern doesn't have a great game here. There are lots of silences, so OG.
OG as well.
OG for me as well. I think this is the weakest draft from Navi in the series so far. Obviously, there's only 2 games, but let's find out if OG is indeed able to secure their place at the major with ODPixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much, Steve. Yes, the last game of the day. OG versus Navi, and OG 1 win away from securing that spot at the major. Can they do it, Fogg? We've seen the drafts, we've seen the lineups, as the Japan was sort of saying, you know, with this PL, if it goes on, if OG can keep the game going, it has the potential to sort of go the same way that we saw, you know, the games with sort of these huge late game carries like the Medusa, the Anti-Mage that OG were able to find the victories in. Is it going to be the same this time, or are there factors of Navi's draft that OG have to be severely worried about?
I'm checking one thing quickly first, because I've been seeing a lot of success from Navi having this Death Prophet. They have only played it 2 times in the last month, but they've won both of the games. However, I do like what the panel was mentioning, is OG's lineup, if the game gets to a certain point,
They go.
they're in a great spot. However, I think Navi can snowball with the Death Prophet if they can protect him and make all that happen, but they don't have great ways of starting the fight, like they mentioned as well. Night Stalker and Doom just have to kind of run in for the Death Prophet. They have to be these tanky cores and frontliners for her with the Lifestealer. I think that OG, though, they have that plan to take the game to the late game. And I like how they built their two cores. It's really hard to get Dooms off on Phantom Lancer and Longer. Well, Longer you don't really want a Doom, but Phantom Lancer, very elusive. But Brewmaster is going to be the big target for that Doom. So Na'Vi, they do have potential to get those kind of like big team fights. They have a lot of different silences. They can do like Winter's Curse. They can do Death Prophet silence, Night Stalker silences. A lot of ways to prevent the Brewmaster from getting ulti. So we're going to have to see how OG takes this one. They have to be able to come out into the later stages of the game. Because early game, they are a bit suffering versus Na'Vi.
And we'll see the lane matchups as well. I mean, at the moment, Notel is on his own up top, bottom. S4's got his eyes onto Crystallize. Get to skill.
Just
See if he's forced to skill the rage, and yeah, he has put the point into it. Yeah. Doesn't have to use it and doesn't have to reveal the fact that he does so. But he is out of it. Up top, Snake-Up, and General putting a bit of harassment onto Notel's bear.
A lot of percent damage coming out between that Wyvern and Doom in the later stages, the Infernal Blade and the Arctic Burn. But yeah, I do like what OG's got going for them here. As long as they can not get punished too hard by this Night Stalker in their early night times. Looking good here. We'll probably be seeing like this new build that S4 has kind of been talking to me about after the Blink Dagger, going for the Aeon Disc this game to deal with those silences. Roger. Jared. It's gonna be a 2v2 in the mid lane, 2v2 in each other's safe lanes.
Be on his own for the moment. Taking quite the harassment from Suneko. Up top, right. Doing his best to try and zone back General, get the space for Notel. Get the easy CS.
We don't have much kill lanes coming out here from either side. It's pretty much just if a rotation comes out and catches someone off guard, then they can go for the kills. But as the lanes stand right now, nobody on either team should really die. Jerax, I like what he did here. Blocked the medium camp, warded the hard camp. General has
Jerax. Right, again, as you say, damage being done. Likely to find the kills unless someone massively oversteps on these lanes. And so there's overall a lack of sort of hard lockdown between the two lineups.
Right here.
Results come out.
Getting chased out here.
Just the roll forward and the slow for Jerax. They should get this.
Rolls off the mark though.
Oh no.
Now Jerax.
Oh no, Jerax.
Oh.
Oh, he done fluffed up. Oh. Painful,
Nice
painful misplay, and yeah, indeed, just Roger making it as hard as he can for Jerax to connect that.
General had to literally just eat a regular creep in the lane. They body blocked one hard camp, they warded the other one and blocked the other one as well. That was very good preparation coming up from OG. And S4 is doing great in this offlane. 6-1 at level 3 already when he's playing versus a dual lane. And he's messing with Crystallize a bit. Rezo mid, then he has a DD rune. We'll take massive advantage of this laning phase because of that.
Now, Rezo's still farming alright up against this TP for the most part though. So there's not really too much of a difference between the two.
Roger does get the D ward that Jerax had placed earlier, so there is going to be that hard camp available for General now.
The biggest sort of win in terms of lanes so far in this early stage definitely seems to be the top lane for OG. You look at the CS there, 14 for 13 against the 1 for 1. They're doing a great job of securing Notel farm and making sure that General can't get a look in at all on the Doom.
This is, in my opinion, one of Notel's best heroes. Yeah. Whenever he's playing these micro heroes, he always seems to stand out.
It's mid.
On fly.
Trying to get in.
He gets put in low ground.
Oh no! Oh no,
He's
Rezo!
dead.
The RNG has played him, and it will cost him his life. I think, well, out of all the illusions, was that he the only one to go on the low ground?
He was the only one to get dropped off.
Oh, and Dendy gets an easy kill because of that.
That is very costly.
Now Roger, the mid lane.
Dendy's Death Prophet has been, like I said, he has 100% win rate in the 2 games, and they tend to really make the game all about Dendy's Death Prophet when he plays it. They stack up a lot of jungle camps for him, just enable him to have an excellent game. And with the save, like Suneko, it can be pretty nice. The Winter Wyvern always likes seeing Death Prophet having at least one saving hero for himself. No tail. Going for the bounty rune versus General. He's got Savage Roar. He's gonna fear him away, take the bounty. This one will claim 2. There are 3 of those bounty runes. Regen rune top for Dendi.
Dream. With that double null, the CSing in the mid lane will be even easier. And more of a chance of getting those denied.
General top. It's level 5 bear now. He has to start being very careful.
He does.
Going to this lane. This lane is actually an absolute disaster here for Na'Vi.
Yeah, I don't know how you can do it as a one-man doom. It's so hard. Good lane. Dendi moving in. Rezo and Fly getting very, very low. Roger coming in with a sweep round, but Jerax is there. Should be enough to hold the 2 back. Roger does get the void out of Fly. Pat flies forward and takes down Fly. Fly will be the kill. Roger goes for the quick TP out. Is that man going to make it? No, he's not. Damage is there from OG. Rezo will be able to get the return fire kill. Top lane though, look at it, as we're saying, General, he's just been zoned all the way back out of the lane. He can't. He can't go to this lane on his own.
He's gonna have an incredibly early Midas timing for no tail.
Yep.
And I mean, S4, almost level 6 already on the Brewmaster versus the Lifestealer. His last hits are really solid too, 17 and 3. Bottle now picked up. He's able to sustain in this lane quite nicely until Nightstalker makes a rotation down. So a lot of the pressure is on Roger for this laning phase. Although Na'Vi is still about 1k gold advantage because of how well Dendi's doing in mid lane.
Let's see what General can do in terms of trying to catch him. Ooh, down towards the bottom of the middle. And Snako. Also trying with the chase down. Snako will be able to flap his way back to safety with the Arctic Burn over the cliffs.
S4 level 6. He's actually starting to bully Crystallize a bit.
He's having a really nice time down bottom.
26 last hits to the 35 of the Lone Druid. So you can see that the impact that S4 is already having. Fly, looking for get a glimpse here on Snako. Snako gets onto the high ground though. And yeah, we see Rogers really trying to get this courier snipe.
Some top class micro from OG will keep it alive though.
The ward down, he's still hunting for it.
There's no way to get it now. Could try and get it for this little guy. What? Oh, he does!
He gets it?
He gets it! Through that little pathing there on the side. That looked like he shouldn't get away with that at all. And I think OG, they did not expect that. They just sent it straight down the top. They didn't think he'd come a-hunting with that ward down. And, wow, Roger, what a courier snipe. In a situation that looks to be impossible mid lane. Dendi gets glimpse back. There's going to be the primal split from S4. They look to control and Cold Embrace. Keeping Dendi alive for now, but it's also brought time for Resolution to close the gap that's surrounded Dendi. OG, they'll bring him down for sure. Siphon's not enough to keep that man alive, and Fly also surviving gets away.
Great aggressive play with the first Panda split. They find a mid laner. Absolutely. All because of how well S4's lane has gone. But yeah, losing that courier, that means the Midas won't be delivered at such an early point for no-tail. Jerax now being chased by Roger. Takes him away, rolls out.
Radiant's middle tower is
A
under
little too
attack.
far. I mean, I say that he can't. I said he couldn't do something before, and he's proven me wrong. Roger's been very persistent with his plays, and you know what? He's only going to go and do it. Roger, ladies and gentlemen.
He's stepping it up.
He really is. In lane, and now look towards Rezo. He has the silence. They're closing the gap, and Roger, I tell you what, he's really doing it. He absolutely is. Double kill for Roger, and a massive kill as well. Surely he's not getting out. No, this is the end to Roger's glory. Can he escape?
Will he deny himself?
Oh, no way. Roger. Oh, he doesn't. Fly gets the kill.
The dragon backswing, too much.
Yeah, Thunderstrike from Fly will seal the deal. But still, though, massive impact from Roger with those movements around mid and causing a bit of an issue for Resolution.
That's a solid first 4 minutes in the first nighttime for Roger. He should be very happy with himself. I cannot believe he got that courier snipe. That was the biggest one for me.
Roger. What a man.
What a series of events.
And 5-3. Harvey getting the kills. Farm still looking good though for OG overall up top. They're trying to finish off the bear. They've got the Savage Roar to push General away, but it flows back in with the net. Can they get that money? Doesn't look like they can. The bear's too speedy. The bear will be out there in fact mid lane. Got the TP's in because OG got a bit aggressive. Rogers trying to chase down Jerax. They've got the Siphon onto Rezo. Rezo falling very low. He'll be fine. He's able to break the distance. Na'Vi really keeping a lot of focus on this mid lane, making sure that Dendi's safe and Dendi's able to have the potential to nearly turn around some of these engagements. And Rezo falling very low each and every time. He has to be careful on this PL, and he's falling behind a little bit now.
So Noto did send the bear back to base to grab that Midas. So he does have it finished up at a very nice timing for that. And he's going to continue to search for in that network. But no, Dendi's still ahead of him. There's that kill that he could get early on. And now Dendi will start to do the jungle. As I was mentioning, you know, they really like prioritizing having Dendi go to the jungle around like level 7 on most of his heroes, and then giving the supports the lane so they can catch back up. Roger needs levels. Although he's had such great rotations, he's still only level 4 at 9 minutes. That's Crystallize doing. On the way toward the armlet, so he's doing pretty nice. He doesn't have that natural delivery system that we usually do see for the life stealer picks. Big standout though is definitely No-Tail and S4 and how spectacular they've done throughout the laning phase.
Four. Level 8 on this brew. Very good farm as well.
10 minutes coming around. And Tome's being eaten up, so people get their level 6s. Jarex is very low level 2 though, it's on the Earth Spirit, only level 3. So supports pretty low level this game, but on the other side, the cores are doing very nicely on both sides.
Nico and Dendi with this movement ready to do something about No-Tail. He's had such an easy lane up top, but this rotation could cause issues. The Dooms drop down. They're ready with the chase down. Ghost out as well. No-Tail, no way he gets out of that one. Big rotation from Na'Vi. They take the kill. They'll look for an objective as well with those Ghosts up as they move towards the tier 1 top.
Mid lane Rezo and Jerax tried to go for the Night Stalker too. Jerax is just off the mark with the Boulder Smash though. They're gonna be able to threaten the tower though with this DD Phantom Lancer though, while at top the Exorcism goes to work on that tower. Very nice moving coming out from Na'Vi. So Elias forces S4 back, but S4, 10-minute off-lane Blink Dagger. He got no help. That was a solo Brewmaster off-lane.
No, he's done this a couple of times today with the puck game as well, getting a very good Blink Dagger timing. And, if anything, yeah, this one even more impressive doing it on a Brew in this situation.
Mid tower, they're trying to secure it. No-Tail rotates then. Oh, Catapult actually gets it, but they still get it.
Crystallize, as you say, with that armlet. Not really the best of heroes to sort of traverse him around and look for the ganks on Na'Vi's lineup. No one really with that Blink initiation. And talking about Blink initiation, S4 comes in on top of Crystallize.
Crystallize queued up a Maelstrom afterwards too, to deal with those the PL. We've seen pretty much exclusively Lifestealers go for the Armlet Desolator build so they can take out towers. But I guess this time, since he has Death Prophet, he's prioritizing being that fighter.
Roger. Jerax pilot. Damage for Crystallize. Jerax is gone. TP coming in from Fly. Let's see if he can set up for something in returning. Just have to be a little careful himself. S4 comes in with the blink. Has the Primal Split available. Quick infested to the creep. They look to get out of there. Crystallize is going to be fine. Roger a little less so unless the TP successful. Roger. Next minute you see him. Next minute you don't. He's out of there. He survives.
Roger's having so much impact across the map. He needs to when they're playing versus this type of lineup versus a lone druid PL. They can't really slow down the pace. Dendi now beating on the mid tower. This creep is still running around. Crystallize is still infested inside of it. Moving toward the mid lane.
No-Tail getting a serious amount of damage done to that tier 1 top. As you say, mid lane. That's where the focus. Here comes that creep as you mentioned. He's got Crystallize in. And he goes, jumps he out. He's got the 2-man silence for Dendi to set up for Fly. Fly down. Jerax trying to roll away, but Roger there with a body block. They'll get themselves a second.
RV keeping up the aggression. Level 6s on both of the supports already on the side of Na'Vi, while you look at on the side of OG. Level 5 on Fly, and only level 4 on Jerax, and they've already used the Tome.
Two good abilities here for Na'Vi, 9 for 3. Dendi and the Death Prophet.
So Midas as well coming out toward General on that Doom, so they're trying to just keep that economy game going, at least on the Doom, while pressuring with the other two heroes.
And he is absolutely making the recovery. We saw how hard of a time he's having in lane. He's now, bam, only a few hundred gold behind S4's Brew, and S4 had a great lane.
Yeah.
So General playing it very nicely on the sort of comeback.
They're going into the Roche pit. This is with Seneko having the 2-0-3 build, having none in Splinter Blast.
I don't think OG know this is going on. They've got no intention of heading over by the looks of it. And even if they did,
It's only a level 1 exorcism though, so it's not being brought down in that very quick pace that we do see. But it does seem that they might be able to get it to OG though. Maybe they do know it's coming. They're smoked up. They don't have ultis on the supports though.
they have the primal split. Jax, he's looking for some sort of a setup for his boulder smash, and he's going to get the stone onto Dendi.
Dendi.
He's got the Yule Scepter. Buys time to keep himself alive. The Exorcism heal coming in as long with the Cold Embrace. Dendi back up to full health. The Primal Spirit from S4. They're trying to contest his Roche. Roshan's still alive, but now can they actually get it? Resolution, he's been doomed though. Crystallize goes through. The Radiant get the kill, but Rezo snatches the Aegis. And that is huge. He was doomed up, but he's going to be back for round 2. Is it enough to turn the tides though against Na'Vi? Because Dendi moving in with a Siphon has the slow onto S4. S4 gets crushed by Roger. Double kill for the Night Stalker. Dendi's got the Yule set up as he looks towards Rezo. Rezo, one more jump up to the high ground, but Roger's there ready and waiting. Has the silence, has the void. He needs more though to hold back this TP, and it's not going to be there. Rezo will get out. But overall, Na'Vi, they get the big kills. They do get Roshan. Sure, Rezo is able to snatch the Aegis, but it's still a good fight for Na'Vi.
Those ghosts came in at the perfect time.
The
That
heal.
Yule Scepter, he gets healed up all the way to full. The Cold Embrace from Seneko. Such nice teamwork coming out
Hit
from Na'Vi
again,
here. If the level 6s were on OG on the supports, this fight would have been a disaster for Na'Vi. But the fact that they're so under-leveled here, the curse comes out, holds back the supports, and then it's just S4 trying to take out Dendi there. And we see in the back, the courier was sniped as well from Roger. But Rezo gets doomed up, still able to claim the Aegis though and survive throughout all that. And that's the pretty impressive thing for OG. But still, Na'Vi looking really solid in this early game. OG needs more time. They need this lone druid to have time to get that Radiance online. Level 6 level now attained onto Fly, but Jarak still level 5 now at the 16-minute mark on his signature Earth Spirit.
Look at this lead that Na'Vi are getting. They are playing this phenomenally. And now, Jerax, he's rolled into this one, and he has got backup. S4's there as well with the jump in. They'll look towards General. The Crippling Fear on S4 making him miss a lot of these hits. Doesn't matter though, they've got the magical to take down General. See if they can catch Roger as well. Roger already on the retreat down bottom. Na'Vi, they catch No Tail, the bigger kill. Sure, OG, they get the grab back onto Roger. He'll try for the TP out. He will not make it. So OG, they do get to, but they're losing No Tail. So Na'Vi, they are fine with this trade. As long as they can keep tabs on No Tail, keep the bear behind, Na'Vi are happy with the flow of the game.
Yeah, I think he had bought his relic before he does so doesn't lose a crazy amount of gold, but still big advantage. Big situation there for Na'Vi because they can turn this into a tower push with the level 2 exorcism.
This is an insane push, of course. Dendi. And the team General ready to join in as well.
Crystallize queued up with Death Zone next. So he looks like he also wanted to be able to just push out lanes with this Maelstrom since it's only really Dendi to be that lane pusher on their team.
Oh, no G, they're going to come across and try and put a stop to this push maybe. Jarek's on the sidelines, looking for some sort of a jump in. It's so hard though to take this fight, especially when the Ghost shot. They have to go, but General walks and he gets the Doom straight off onto Jarek's chasing down the Earth Spirit. Jarek doesn't get to do a single thing. The curse is there onto Fly. Fly beaten down by his own teammates. As OG they have to back up. Savage Roar's there trying to hold back Na'Vi. General gets the slow onto the bear. The Siphon's there as well. As they're doing their best to chase it down. They won't get the bear, but they will get the space to do more damage to this tier 2. And they should be able to finish it. Indeed, they do. Na'Vi claim another tower. Roger now with Solar Crest complete as well.
Na'Vi's teamwork is off the charts now.
They're stepping it up.
Their warding, the way they collapse with their vision, and just their spell usage in the fights has been phenomenal. And OG just really suffering. We've talked a lot about how Disruptor, when you're playing this hero and you're at a deficit and you're getting ran at, it's very hard because ideally you want to be able to get those glimpse plays off, but you can't when you're just being ran at like this. Jerax, level 5 still. He's still unable to find that magnetize.
He's got to be careful how far he comes down this mid lane. Roger will go in on him. He's not too careful. As you say, No Tail desperately needs that Radiance. He's got to have it complete soon if he wishes to keep up with the farm speed that both Crystallize and Dendi are producing. Dendi on the Death Prophet making just fantastic key rotations, getting these objectives. Actually going for the BKB soon, and he's pretty much got the BKB done. Bottom No Tail trying to finish off this task. Quick Savage Roar will get in the space to do so, and that will be the Radiance complete for the bear.
They can start to play a little bit around him, but they're still on a massive road to recovery. They have a lot more time before they can really take these engagements versus Na'Vi. Manta style almost going to be finished up for Rezo. Still very hard for them to take these fights into Exorcism. I don't really see them taking fights into Exorcism.
Let the stars here, Jarex. It's not Crystallize. Crystallize still with a chance to rage afterwards, though. Turn straight towards Jarex. He's trying for the TP out, won't make it. Void's there from Roger. Oh, is he going to live, Jarex? Okay, they just got to leave him because Crystallize has to get out of there. And now Crystallize, he's in trouble. There'll be a cold embrace, but the Static Storm's down, surrounding Crystallize. Winter's Curse comes through, but Crystallize, he's already gone. The Brewlings get him, and now the rest of Na'Vi just having to back away. Roger. Should be fine now as S4 will blink out. No tell us well back in Alpha as soon as he sees Dendy come through. And he wheels up the bear, but the kinetic field makes sure that the bear gets out of there.
That's significant kill.
That was quite a...
Jarex survived somehow.
I can't believe they didn't hit him.
He was so Lifesteal was infested, and he wanted
didn't
to
want to jump out?
He wanted to wait for his rage to come
Okay.
back up because he was afraid. But
Fair
he ends
enough.
up paying with his life anyway. Jarex lives.
I mean, that looked like Jarex was a sure dead, but he gets out of there. Na'Vi let him be.
Still 7k gold advantage for Na'Vi. It's pretty ridiculous how farmed Roger is too, with that Solar Crest now finished up, going for Halberd for the bear. Dendy too. Arcane Rune, BKB Yules. Exorcism at the ready. So Na'Vi, they should look to take a fight here. While they know the Panda Split is down, this is their window to make aggressive plays come out. Also nighttime for the next 3.5 minutes.
See what they can do. How's Rezo doing after that?
He's got the Manta finish. He needs a lot more.
Yeah, he needs all the defensive items with the amount of single targets that Na'Vi have with their ultimates. So we're seeing Roger. Eyes onto Fly. Flies back into safety with the kinetic field down.
Na'Vi's not even having to use their Exorcism for this tier 2. There's no glyph available. They might actually just try to threaten the high ground with the Exorcism Arcane Rune here.
Yeah, definitely with that Arcane.
As OG is not ready to fight, there's still no split for another 20 seconds.
He's coming back. He's got the Vlad's complete. Dendy yet to pop the Exorcism, but you know he's thinking about it. And here we go. The ghosts are out. Na'Vi ready to try and take a tier 3 and more on this mid lane. Can OG stop it? Quick step over the bear's dead.
The Solar Crest just makes the bear die so quickly with that Exorcism.
They've got the Primal Split back up. And there's the jump. S4 immediately looking for Dendy. Dendy already falling low. In fact, Dendy, he's going to be kept alive by the Cold Embrace. Static Storm's down, making sure that the Doom can't get his ultimate off. Then with the BKB and the self-heals from Dendy, buying time to get himself out of there, and he'll be fine for now. Winter's Curse only onto an illusion, as Suneko desperately tries to hold back OG as they look to chase down Na'Vi's members. S4 has the micro, has the control, burst down the Wyvern, jump out from Crystallize, silence for the crippling fear of Roger, will be enough to take down S4. Now OG, they're running back to base. Roger flies up to the high ground, he looks towards Fly, but Reza jumps forward with the Spirit Lines, turns towards Roger. Roger gets the kill, he's trying to get himself out of there. Is it enough for the Solar Crest evasion? He may just make it, no! The Spirit Lines comes in, Reza will be able to claim the life of Roger. So Na'Vi poking maybe a little too much there, as OG will get a couple of kills. Sure, it does cost them a couple of lives themselves, but they do hold the base, they do keep that tier 3 alive, and they do make sure that the Exorcism push is unsuccessful.
The first game in 188 games of Jarex that he failed to hit level 7 before 20 minutes. Yeah, he's really been having a tough time here versus Na'Vi this go around.
He's got to keep his cool in a game where it matters the most. Arguably one of the biggest games that OG has been in a long time. So much rest on this game for OG.
They need more time. They can't be. They still are really struggling to fight versus Na'Vi at this moment.
Top, there's own notes out, ready to chase down Dendy. They know that his BKB is still unavailable for a little bit.
General gets the Doom
down. Indeed, General gets the Doom on the right target. Resolution, he's trying to run quick silence from Jarex. He's going to miss the boulder smash though, so Dendy, he can still continue to close this gap. Resolution, he can't get out of this. Dendy gets the kill, Rezo is down. Jarex having to retreat.
General, in the midst of all those illusions, finds the right target instantly with
beautiful play for General, and if Jarex had hit that smash, Rezo may have survived. Jarex now in trouble himself. Quick glimpse from Fly to peel the Night Stalker off him.
That was the fresh pickup of General's Blink Dagger too. Blink into the War Stomp. Now War Stomp is a lot faster because of the animation changes that have happened in the recent patch.
Here we go, another tower for Na'Vi. 10k gold lead, 23 minutes in. They are playing the pressure and the speed that they needed to with the draft that they had.
Yeah. Now with the blink on Doom as well, they have that Infest Bomb. Or the Lifestealer. And Roger getting closer and closer to that Halberd. He is extremely tanky. Snake Seneko might play with his life up here. The curse comes out, the TP,
Oh, Seneko.
and he's gone.
He's off. He's out. Desto now complete for Lifestealer. A bit of a, what's it was no-tail as well with his build. Actually picks up the blade mail at this stage for the bear.
Just want some armor, some way to
Yeah.
reflect some of the damage because they're focusing so much. Very good versus Death Prophet as well, the Exorcism.
But OG, as we said, if they can keep this game going, they are going to be in sort of greener pastures. But at the moment, it's just looking like Na'Vi are not letting that happen. With the speed and the pressure that they're putting on. Still, sure, Na'Vi are still yet to break the base. But they've come very, very close to it each and every time. And Denzi's still absolutely massive on this Death Prophet, top of the net worth.
Yeah, Dendi's huge. General went for the Midas, so that he's getting pretty massive. Roger as well. He has 7,600 net worth. When you look at the supports on OG, they have nowhere near that. Near Seneko, they get a grab on him.
Oh, and S4 jumps in on the back. He's got the thunderclap onto 2. Immediately stun onto Dendi. Will disable the Night Stalker, giving the space for OG to find the kill onto Seneko. They'll chase down Dendi. Another stun. Dendi's getting low. He's had to put the BKB. Goes for the TP out. Will make it. But Roger's not going to be as fortunate. 4 heroes of OG surround the Night Stalker, claiming Roger's life as well for sure. He's not going to get away. 2 down. OG getting the kills. And S4, again, he's been making these plays time and time again. These blink initiations there, forcing both Seneko and Dendi to scatter and just tearing them away from any sort of chance of pulling together a team fight themselves and turning back on OG.
S4's really putting the team on his back here mostly, but Jarex with a clean initiation. The stun actually catches Dendi here on the left side too, you see.
And then
S4 able to get that follow-up.
Look at this disable, just holding both of them in place. And no choice but to run. And eventually, as we see, Dendi having to pop the BKB as well. Does save his life, but that is a BKB charge down. And kills for OG.
Roche is ready. Dendi just shy of the level 18.
Oh, it's a DD ring as well outside of it, and they want to go. Diffusal Blade picked up for Resolution. Can OG get to this pit in time? It's going to be quite some speed that him out.
I don't know if they can contest with that one, but it's really tough. And with that speed it dies through the Soul of Crest Exorcism. It's
Desto, double damage. Roshan's got no chance for OG in that respect.
Aegis Cheese. Exorcism is expended though, so maybe right when they have split up, OG can try to look for some pickups here away from that Aegis and Cheese. So though, super difficult for them. Na'Vi looking so crisp in this game. Daytime for another minute and a half. Na'Vi, probably when they've got Exorcism in nighttime, that'll be the next time they try to go for any type of pressure. Maybe go for a smoke play after that.
General as well with his itemization, closing in on the Shiva's Guard. You can have that extra sort of chase and very good against the PL.
Yeah, really helps you find the actual PL, and it's just good versus both the Lone Druid and Phantom Lancer. It's that minus attack speed will really help them.
And talking about the Lone Druid, I don't know if he'll follow through, but I like the itemization with Noto. He's got the Aghanims queued up. I think he knows that if he can split push, you know, Na'Vi, they need to go for the 5-man push. It's very hard for them to deal with any sort of split push pressure, so an Aghanims Lone Druid Bear, that could do wonders this game.
Oh gee, they've got one on the high ground here.
Drop forward for Seneko, no chance to react. Instant silence for Jarex. Seneko's down. Now, oh, Crystallize, he's trying to fight this. He has got the Aegis, he's going to come into the middle of it all. There's going to be a buyback from Seneko. Na'Vi do want to try and turn this fight. They get the silence onto the Brew. S4 does have the primal split if he gets the chance to do so. Great smash from Jarex, holds back Na'Vi. They've got the Yule set up onto S4. S4, can he get the ult out in time? No, he can't. Gets shredded by Crystallizer. And they've managed to get the target again. General, each and every time, finding the real Rezo, bringing him down. They've got the control on the bear. They're going to look to beat down on the Lone Druid's bear as well. And with the chase, they may just get this one as well. 3 kills for Na'Vi. As Seneko comes in with the buyback, and what a time to do so. Knows that Na'Vi have to, and they absolutely can take these fights at these stages, a full 5v5. And they've done it here. They get the 3 kills. No-Tail still alive. Picks up the point booster. He is indeed committing for the Ags. He knows he's got to push out as many lanes as he can as possible to alleviate the pressure that Na'Vi are applying as a group, as a unit.
Exorcism level 18 at the ready here. Okay, they've got split up.
Boy, they have indeed. Still 15 seconds, no Rezo. No-Tail is keeping the split pressure on us at the moment on the top lane.
She finds Seneko too. The blade mail from the bear actually finishing him off. Don't think Seneko expected that blade mail. And that actually forces Na'Vi to get back. They're a bit threatened by all this, by the respawns from OG. Is there any glimpse catches? Fly nowhere near in range.
Jumps down, and tries to. Crystallize is already out with the TP. But that is heartfelt for the Tat. We know Lone Druids, they have this ratting potential. Honestly, like if No-Tail continues to play as he is, this sort of split could be the end of Na'Vi in this game. Even though OG are so far behind, it is the classic way to come back when you can't take a team fight. Just go for the rat plays.
Yep. Dendi almost has Octarine finished up. Good pick up for him. Roger as well is going for one, and then S4 having the BKB will probably be one of the bigger item pickups for OG in the next several minutes. But Rezo really struggling in this game as the Phantom Lancer. 4-4, catching decently up in the last hits, but he just keeps getting found out here by General.
The charge. Oh, they're going to find Fly. Fly down for 30. Rezo should be fine.
Navi's actually just relentless in this game.
Exorcism not there for 50 seconds.
They're looking for some kind of pick off into this push. They know that the glyph isn't ready. They want to take advantage of that during this 2 minutes more of nighttime.
You saw he's getting shoved in pretty heavily. Down the bottom, S4 up the top.
Scan actually finds somebody down here.
Oh, Rezo. He may not be prepared for this one. He's going to pop the doppelganger. Roger, can he find the target? He actually may be in trouble himself. Rezo turns for the diffusal blade. Roger falling low, but there's the jump in. They clear out the illusions. They found Rezo. Rezo is gone. Na'Vi.
That Scan. They saw the illusions in the bottom side pushing out, but that Scan catches exactly on top of him. Now it's 40 seconds. Rezo. Navi's trying to force the buyback. 5 seconds till that exorcism.
Dildos falls out the fortification. The bear down bottom. Pushing in. Here we go with the ghost out. They should get these melee racks. No trouble at all in the mid lane. Dendi. Can they make any sort of jump on him whilst the ghosts are up? It would be hard to do so. And indeed, they have to respect the power. They have to let it go. That's going to be the melee racks down. They'll beat down the bear as well. It's falling low. It's going to be 300 easy gold for Dendi and the lads. As now they go up to top lane. Na'Vi looking for more than just one Rax. Trying to bully OG into submission here as OG stand with their backs against the wall. All hopes and dreams on this game for them. They need the win to make it to a major. And Na'Vi doing a fantastic job at making sure that that's not going to happen. They're at a 15k gold lead. They're racks up.
It's looking extremely grim for OG. Na'Vi already has the itemization that even if the game goes to later and later stages, I don't even think OG can take it because of this Mjolnir on Lifestealer and just how massive they are. Dendi's going to have Octarine finished now too, and they've got the tools to deal with that split push too. You see General building that Shadow Blade now on top as well. He's going to be able to find whenever that bear is going for the split push. OG.
That Octarine as well on Dendi. I mean, you said at the start, you sort of looked at, you know that the times we've seen Dendi play this hero, he's played it masterfully, and this game is no exception. An immaculate Death Prophet performance.
7-1-7. Yeah, he's part of 14 kills. Roger as well, 7-5-10. He's got a couple deaths to his name, but the pressure that he's been applying with this Night Stalker has been spectacular. The movement from Na'Vi has been just all around excellent.
Now to group back towards the mid lane. They have their ult. How until exorcism's done?
30 seconds.
It's a little bit of time that OG can try and abuse. Tower will be denied. Dendi.
Nag's finished on Night Stalker now too, but the vision game is going to go massively in favor of Na'Vi. And you see Rezo 5th on the net worth as a Phantom Lancer.
Definitely.
They need him to be much higher in these type of instances.
The
Gem now
roughest
picks
game
up.
for Rezo today.
It's not big enough to deal with the heroes of Na'Vi by any means right now.
Up Dendi. With the glimpse back. The kinetic field, Dendi does have the BKB though. They're trying to poke, maybe hoping to get a charge out of him. Quick blink from S4 as General comes in. The blink stomp. S4 is able to get out just in time. Roger. To chase a little bit. Back up. S4 should be A-okay.
OG needs a lot more time in this game. They still need several more items on Rezo. battlefield, any of these kind of fights.
Closing in on the Lincoln.
That'll help versus
Ultimate
the
ult
Doom.
guy. I mean, yeah, you've got to give hats off to General. We've seen him multiple times doing the PL, a task that is not easy.
Yeah, and with the Shivas, you can always pretty much find that real one. They've already got a lot of different ways to break that Lincoln Sphere, though, when it is out. They have got the Halberd, they've got all of Night Stalker spells as well. Just get a no-tail. Just trying to be as annoying as possible. Needs to cut the creep waves, needs to prolong this game for OG to have a chance.
How's the Imes looking on no-tail after the axe? Has he got the...
He hasn't really bought too much else. I think he had a Hyperstone on the bear.
Nice fort.
On the prowl all the time with the Shadow Blade and Crystallize infested. Crystallize almost with a full AC finished up on top of that Mjolnir. And he's starting to get those big talents up. Level 20, the 20% evasion can be very nice versus a Phantom Lancer as a lifestealer. Very hard to get that focus down.
Navi's 3 cores are just on another level compared
Yeah.
to what OG have at this stage of the game. Yes. There's no doubt about that at all. Crystallize, Dendi, General, playing like absolute beasts. Oscar Manus indeed for a no-tail. Get on the bear. If he gets that bear on the towers, do quite a bit with this Hyperstone and Master Manus. That is if Navi give it the chance to get that far out. And General is on the hunt with Crystallize. Nice bear.
Yeah, that's literally what they're going for here with the Shadow Blade. Roshan was just scouted by Roger too, and that's the third Refresher Shard will be available if Navi wants to go for it. It's starting to get pinged out. That's where they want to take the fight. I don't know how OG can take this fight versus them either. Into that Exorcism, into such a heavily farmed lifestealer. They're just at way too much of a deficit. Secondary bear is scouted. They almost actually got the second bear.
This is easy road for Navi. They cannot come out and contest this OG. And with the AC, Crystallize complete. And as you said, well, this is going to be with a Refresher Shard. And that's going to go the way of Dendi.
It sure is.
Double Exorcism. How on earth to OG hold the base?
Oh yeah,
for the push?
he gives it to General.
Okay.
Double Doom, looking to be more important.
I mean, that as well.
Take out 2 heroes from the fight. I mean, OG can't even win a 5v5. How the hell will they win a 3v5 if he gets 2 Dooms on anybody? Or on 2 targets? Feeling the pressure. No-tail trying his best to split push these waves with the bear, but he's terrified.
He knows they're hunting for it.
Yeah.
Each and every time Navi are on the hunt for the bear.
He can't lose this bear just yet either. 30 seconds till the next 3 summon though. They're hunting for it. Look at Roger walking along the tree lines. He knows it's somewhere around here. He sees
They
it.
want that bear. The ping's coming out. General closing the gap. They found the bear. And that bear ain't going home tonight. Easy goal for Crystallize. The bear down. As you say, he does have the resummon up sooner. But again, the fact that he has to resummon and then there's that extra period once again where No-tail has to play so careful. He cannot afford to lose this bear, especially if it happens at the same time Navi are pushing him.
Do you see what's in Dendi's bottle as well? He's got the Arcane Rune.
Arcane, oh my goodness. Navi, they are on the verge of doing this. There's no doubt about that. I do not know how OG swing this one around. They're so far behind. 21k gold lead for Navi.
It's just getting to more and more of a deficit. They're just engaging in. Dendi, no hesitation.
How do they stop this now? Johnson. For S4, BKB comes out from S4. Will be able to get himself away from General and Crystallize. They turn towards the structures. Fortification comes out. S4 comes in, does manage to get the primal split off. He looks towards General. Has he got the control to deal with him though? Doppelganger pop from Rezo as he tries to force General back out with the illusions. Quick sweep to the back of the fight from S4 to check out the back lines. Static Storm's not going to actually catch anyone. He looks towards Dendi, but Dendi pots the BKB. He's taken the tier 3. He's now looking towards the ranged rags. No-tail is trying for the wrap. He's moving in with the bear. He will get the tier 3 tower. He is onto the racks as well. Seneko with the Winter's Curse holds back the bear. And they will be able to bring the bear down. Can he get the racks in time? He cannot. The bear is gone. That's down towards the bottom as well. Jarax has fallen. Crystallize is surrounded though. OG, they will claim the lifestealer once. Can they do it a second time, though? That is the question. The field is down. They look for the instant lockdown. They've got this Savage Roar. Smashing into Crystallize. He's out of mana. Gets the rage up in time. Turns towards S4. S4's down. Double kill for Crystallize. Jump back in from General. He's trying to save Crystallize, but he may not be able to do so. Oh, the silence. Rizzo pops the Mantis out, trying to retreat. It won't kill Crystallize a second time. They just have to get out of there themselves. And Cheese is out. Crystallize being given the cheddar by Dendy's back up to full life. They're back in with another exorcism. Na'Vi claiming these bottom racks. There's 40 seconds without the bear. No primal split available for S4 as he is in the sidelines.
Looks with GG.
And General's jumping in. He's trying his best to poke at them. No tails come back for the defense. They get the glimpse back onto General, but General looks for the Doom. We'll get it down to Jarex. Jarex getting himself back to the fountain, but the Ancient's exposed. Na'Vi are moving in with the Ghost. OG, there's no way they can stop this. It's going to be GG. It's going to be game over. OG's road to the major comes to an end as Na'Vi, they come in with an incredible crushing force. What a victory for Na'Vi. What a performance.